Hey, it's Dr. Wonder. I was just in the gym and I was having a discussion with the person. Person asked me what I did for a living. And I said, well, one of the things is reversing type 2 diabetes. And they said, oh, well, that's easy. All you need to do is, diet and lose weight and you'll be able to reverse it. And I was like, are you diabetic? And they said, well, I am. And I was like, well, for how long? And they said 12 years. And I said, well, if it was that simple and easy, why haven't you done it? I mean, do you know the complications? And they're like, yeah, I'm very concerned with the complications, and I'm like, not concerned enough to change your diet? And they're like, well, I'm in the gym and I'm changing it a little bit. And I was like, well, I got good news for you. You're not diabetic because of the food. I said, how old were you when you were diagnosed? And they said, 52. And I said, so that means for 51 years and change, you could regulate your blood sugar, right? And they said, yes. And then I said, and probably when you were diagnosed, you probably started eating better at 52 than you did at 0 through 51, right? And they were like, yeah, absolutely. But I'm like, well, what's been happening? And they said, well, my A1C is creeping up. My blood sugar is creeping up. I don't mean to laugh. I don't think it's funny. I just think it's ironic. And I was like, and are you eating better than you did before 52? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, but the numbers are going up? And he said, yeah. And I'm like, so what conclusion do you draw from that? And then in a question type of inflection, he said, well, I guess it's not the food that's making me diabetic, huh? And I'm like, absolutely not. I'm like, here's what's making you diabetic. We must figure out why you can't regulate your blood sugar. Think about it. You told me that you're eating better now than you were before you were diagnosed. So it's not the food. People, it's not the food. You must find out why the symptom of your blood sugar and A1C is high. Then we fix that. And it could be a lot of different things. For some of you, it could be a liver. For some of you, it could be your gut. For some of you, it could be your adrenals. For some of you, you can have an autoimmune issue. For some of you, you could have a thyroid issue. For most of you, it's all of some form of the above, and it's different for all of you. So the only way to reverse it is find out exactly, it's the ABCs. A, we must get an accurate assessment of what's causing your inability to regulate your blood sugar. B, you must realize that your blood sugar is the symptom. It is not the cause. It is the symptom. And C, once we have the accurate assessment, now we can have C, a comprehensive diagnosis, not just your A1C and your blood sugar's high, but a comprehensive diagnosis, and then come up with another C, customized plan to fix your issues. That's the only way. But I can assure you, when we do that, it works really well when we pick the right patient. Who's the right patient? The patient who says, let me know what I need to do. My health is easily the number one thing in my life right now, the most important thing I have going on. I don't want any complications. I'm tired of pill after pill. Now they're trying to put me on different injections, and I don't want that. Get in touch, people. Get in touch. It's not your food.